Hi guys, the Colossal Knight here with the second part of the Death and Return of Superman. And in this level we're going to be fighting Doomsday, who has just made an appearance, obviously, and is heading towards Metropolis after defeating the Justice League. The funny thing is, I've always said about this picture of Doomsday is that it looks absolutely nothing like Doomsday. I don't know what they were thinking when they drew that. I mean, it looks absolutely nothing like Doomsday. So, I mean, you would have thought somebody would have said something, and they could have at least gotten a little closer to it. But you know, whatever. Yeah, basically in this level, you'll mainly just be fighting humans. Other than well, you will be fighting nothing but humans other than Doomsday. And basically all they'll be carrying will be chainsaws and Molotovs, which I've never really understood how they could hurt Superman. But I mean, you would think that like with chainsaws, like they would like break or something when they hit Superman, but you know. Well, I mean, I understand with games, especially with games like this, you have to take certain liberties. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a game if nothing could hurt you. So I mean. I can accept that. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just something I always wondered, you know, ever since I was a kid. Yes, yeah, that's the thing. As you just saw, the great thing about this game is that the enemies in the game can actually hurt each other. So I mean, that can be pretty helpful. Well, in some cases, some enemies can hurt others. Some that doesn't happen with, obviously. But yeah, I remember always liked how colorful they made these enemies. You always wonder too what was the deal with the guys that just ride back and forth on motorcycles. I mean. It's almost like they're just trying to show off or something. If you time it just right, you can actually just punch them off the motorcycles. But if you do it too early or too late, obviously they'll hit you. Or you can just knock them off by doing a jump attack. Either one will work. Yeah, so one kind of annoying thing it is about this game is, well, maybe it's just me. It's probably just me, but is sometimes like when you're trying to destroy something in the background or in the level, it gets kind of frustrating trying to aim it up, like line the attack up just right. As you'll see in the last two levels, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But that's a later issue though. And anyway, one other thing I'd like to point out is that with levels like this, you know, basically all of them anyway, one thing you want to make sure you do is basically fly up, you know, to like the top part of the screen, or to the areas you can't see, because oftentimes there will be hidden power-ups that you can't see from the ground. So you could very easily miss them if you don't check. And another thing I always liked about this game is how this level is like how you can like throw the enemies off the building, but they just climb up like it's no problem. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in my last video about how like the point I was talking about how they can be kind of uncreative with the enemies in this game. I don't know. I'm sure they probably did this in the comics. I don't know, but there's several levels in this game that they actually reuse for like Which, I mean, there's like one level. I mean, I could almost understand. I could pretty much understand it with one certain level, but yeah, that was Superman's special attack, by the way. But I don't know. I'm sure they probably did something like that in the comics, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm just, you know, kind of pointing that out. Oh, see, I kind of take that back about what I was saying about that being uncreative, since maybe they did that in the comics and they were just kind of trying to follow closely. So you can't really say that's uncreative. So I take back what I said. See what I mean? That was what I was just talking about the hidden power-ups that you got to make sure. You can. I think you can fly just a little bit too far over and be unable to get it. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Property destruction. Gotta love it. Yeah, one thing I like about this level, is the attention to detail. I know you can't see them because I'm moving bottom so fast, but those newspapers you see at the bottom, of the screen, they actually read Doomsday is here. So I always thought that was a nice touch. Yeah, this is the last battle with Doomsday. He's not that hard, believe it or not. I mean, you can beat this guy so cheaply. Basically, I used to do this when I was a kid, but if you want to beat him fairly easily, or a lot easier than this, just basically do jump attack, nothing but jump attacks on him. I think I've got through this whole battle before, as a kid, where I didn't take a touch of damage. And here we are at the death of Superman. Yeah, there's Lois holding the now dead Clark. This is basically the only appearance in the whole game with Lois. Yeah, basically just talking about the 4 Supermen that have appeared: Cyborg, Eradicator, Superboy, and Steel. So I guess I'm going to end here. So, and as you can tell, the next level will be Assault on Cadmus. So, see you guys there.